What's happening? JP back another again for a video that you guys want to see. That's right, the girl behind me, Yubel, post Legacy of Destruction pre-release yet again. Your boy coming back with the hotness and giving you guys a profile. Now, this is something I've been working on for quite a while. I don't know how it's going to do. Like I said, it's test run, but it's to give you an idea and open up your mind to maybe some new strategies you like to use going into this new format. Now, if you be so kind as to go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe, absolutely. I'm reaching 1,000. Please help me get there. I'll be doing giveaways real soon once we get to that threshold. But please share with everybody that you know. Get this video out there. Without further ado, let's get right into the profile. Alright, y'all, profile about to begin. Just giving you guys an update that Yubel is definitely have extra support, and in regards it has even different strategies. So one that I'm going to share with you right now might give you an idea for what to run. So we're going to start out with 3 Spirit of Yubel. She's the meat and potatoes. She gives everything together. She knows in the background who she wants to summon. Boom. That's right. Yubel gives me all the spells and traps that have Yubel in the name or even in the text directly to my hand if summoned successfully without it being negated. So I believe that Spirit of Yubel is just the level 10 that we needed to go into this format. It's really awesome and really good. I can't complain with it. It's just one of those cards that gets us the edge to keep adding from deck to hand. We lose to Draw and Lock Bird, but there are other cards that we can use to go ahead and stop that. But I do appreciate Spirit of Yubel being at 3, at least in this format. Next on our list, if we have Yubel destroyed, basically we go with her counterpart. 2 regulars. When she's destroyed, I can summon this one for free, basically. So when it hits the board, it does exactly what the other one does. Can't be destroyed by battle, and I can't take any damage regarding it. If I were to take damage, I can inflict it to my opponent's stance. Basically, it's just one of those inter battle phase type ordeals. This is good against Tenpai, and I believe that because Tenpai forces me to battle, they are going to take an incredible amount of damage because I can't die by battle, and I take no damage either. So it's just simple, good stuff. I believe it's just one of those decks that can just sleep in the format, and it'll sweep the nation because of how easy you can get certain monsters out. So that being said, we have 1 Terror Incarnate, 1 Ultimate Nightmare. Nothing wrong with these 2 at all, because with the Nightmare Throne, if any of my Yubels are destroyed, I can go 1 up or 1 down, and that includes Terror Incarnate. I can go 1 up or 1 down, basically summoning the other counterpart or itself lower, ignoring summoning conditions. So it does not give me a reason not to play them, because at this point right now they do incredible stuff. Terror Incarnate wipes the board completely at the end phase, and Terror Incarnate allows you to destroy a card after the damage is done. So regarding the fact that I don't take any damage at all, but my opponent will, he'll lose a monster. So it's really substantial that you run at least 1 of each. It's not a dead card in your hand because you have other cards to pop it, to search, to get cards. And simple thing is, while the Nightmare Throne is out, these cards can come back from virtually anywhere. Banishment, graveyard, deck, or hand. So it's really good. I think that this is the best way to run the Yubel set in this regard. Next up on our list, we run the little girl. That's right, the little girl that we call Samsara D Lotus. Yeah! Samsara D Lotus being one of the best level 1s for this deck, giving you the ability to special a Yubel card directly from the deck. That's right, you can get Spirit of Yubel for free and does all the searching things. Or you can even summon regular Yubel, which is not bad at all because of her end phase effect. When Yubel triggers, she can come back out from the graveyard to the field to activate 4 Yubel, tributing a monster to keep it on the board. At the same time, if this is on the board while Yubel is completely there, and your opponent were to try to do something to whiteboard or anything, you contribute Samsara D Lotus, and the effect changes into destroy 1 Yubel I control. So it's really good. I can't say no to this card. It's just one of those monsters that just goes to sleep, comes out, goes back to sleep, comes out. It's not bad. I love it. Next in that situation, we bring out the brother of the set. So we got little sister, Samsara D Lotus. Now we got little brother. Little brother being the Gruesome Grave Squirmer. Playing it at 3 is great because you can get Yubel from anywhere. If this card is destroyed, send to the graveyard. I can special summon a fiend monster with 0 attack and defense from hand or graveyard back to the field. Stupid good. I love this. It's really good. Plus, it's also a level 1 that I can quick effect special summon from my hand if I already control a fiend monster. Then I can destroy one Yubel or one monster that mentions it in the monster zone. So think about it. If I have Spirit of Yubel on the board and I have Gruesome Grave Squirmer, I can immediately destroy it, bring out Yubel, and then I can also destroy the Spirit of Yubel to bring out yet another one. So it's like, it's generally giving me level 10s. I was thinking about maximizing Yubel to 3, but this is fine. You'll see why in a second, but I believe just this generosity at 3, the scenography and the synergy that it gives is perfect in this build. For the off chances of running the monsters, we also run the last one. That's right, Geist Grinder. Geist Grinder Golem is good because it gives you my life points back, even though I don't lose any. So giving your monster, or giving your opponent a chance to have this monster during the battle phase is great. It's a free summon for your Yubel, especially going second. So you give them this monster, you get a free Yubel, you get an effect, search, all that good stuff if you're doing Spirit of Yubel. Or you can just bring out regular Yubel. It does not matter. As long as there's a Yubel in the name, it can come out. So this card is just super good. They take the damage for the attack, and I gain the damage for the attack. And it's only once per turn. But you can also remember, they have an extra body on the field. This is a super poly target. So keep that in mind. It's good. Next on our list, not part of the ordeal in this situation, but it's still really good. 3 Dark Beckoning Beasts. This guy is so good. He keeps everything running wild. That's right, I can search my deck for anything that mentions any of the sacred beasts, including itself, or I can search for opening of the spirit gates, which in fact has them in the text. So that's all that matters here. This card is just too good. Play it at 3, please. It's one of those things that you want to go ahead and see. And it's also a fiend with 0/0, so guess what? Infernal Grave Squirmer. Ooh. Or even in that situation, you would run Nightmare Throne. Nightmare Throne gets this card to you. 0/0. Synergy. So this is exactly what you need in this situation. And this is a good starter card to get you rolling, so that way you can be able to get your monsters out and ready to go. Part of this, or the Dark Summoning Beast, we have yet another one. That's right, Phantasm Summoning Beast. This card's just too broken. This card's broken. As long as it doesn't get banished, it's still broken. This card is awesome. You can search your deck for any of the 3 sacred beasts and immediately summon it, ignoring summoning condition. That's right. Remember, all the sacred beasts are level 10. So think about rank 10 plays. Rank 10 is actually running good too. So you don't want to sit there. You don't want to sit there and be like, well, I'm not going to be able to play level 10, so I only have Yubel. No, you have another option. Still good. I love it. The monster that comes out can't attack directly, but you can still use it as material for a level 10. And it has all of its effects. So think about that one. Even if I were to go ahead and run Raphael, which I was also thinking about running in this set, wonderful. Think about that. Last but not least, the Haman. That's right. I run one Haman in here because it's level 10. If it has a battle, I can inflict 1,000 to my opponent. Extra damage. If it's in defense, he's forced to only attack Haman. So, with Nightmare Pay, he has to attack Yubel, but he also has to attack Haman. None of my monsters can die by battle, and they can't be attack targets. So, the immediate game state allows him to not die in any means because of Haman's effect. It's like offsetting. to be honest, because at the point where Nightmare Pain says you're forced to attack a Yubel, you would try to attack the Yubel and it goes straight to Haman, and then Nightmare Pain affects activating Yubel, so it's like an immediate internal game state. I'm not sure how the ruling is going to be concerned. I might have to ask one of my judges that I know, because I'm an official judge as well. So let me go ahead and at least get clarification if the fact that the game state is interrupted or it just locks out, because at the point that none of the monsters can be destroyed by battle, or in the state that the Haman is the attack target instead, does the game continue? So that's a good question to ask. So this is kind of like one of those things I need to worry about. It's kind of like having double marauding captains. As long as they're on the board, they can't die, and you can't be an attack target. So it's just like there's no need for battle. So that's what I need to go ahead and clarify with Haman and the Nightmare Pain for Yubel support. Our staples: 3 Ash. Why not? You can do 3 Ash, or you can do 3 Droll, or you can do 3 Effect Veiler, or you can do 3 Nibiru. Whatever you feel is necessary. You just need these hand traps. So this is easily fixable in any set. If you already know you got enough board to continue to wipe away and immediately keep your opponent at bay, this is where it's at. So if you know you're going first, Ash Fawcett may be your goal. If you know you're going first, Droll might be your answer. Nibiru may be your answer. It just depends on your game state. This deck doesn't really go first, it goes second. But if you do have the ability to get out of it and you can go first, you can. There's some strategy here that can go first. Just don't lose your hand account, and you don't want to look out for those hand traps as well. So this is kind of one of those options. 3 Ash Blossom is good in this set. Now we go on to the spells. And boy, oh boy, did I have to fight to get these. That's right. We're not talking about 1. We're not talking about 2. Yes, we're talking about 3. Nightmare Throne. Nightmare Throne is so good. You have to play this field spell. It is just imaginably wonderful for Yubel. The fact that you take a fiend out of your deck, add it to your hand, or even destroy it is what? What? Think about that. You get a free Yubel for free? You get a Yubel for free? Oh man. Okay. Nothing wrong with this card at all. If a face-up Yubel monster, you control leaves the field by a card effect. Add to your hand 1 Yubel monster from your deck, graveyard, or banishment, whose level is 1 higher or 1 lower, and immediately summon it, ignoring the summoning condition. So there's a lot of like searching to add to hand the special, because that's just how the effect works. You're like, oh, I can get Terran Incarnate for free. Boom. That Yubel died. Guess what? I can summon another one. Think about it. So I might actually just pick up another Terra Incarnate just because it's just too good. 2 level 11s. I'm not sure what the if there's a rank for that, but yes. Next on the list you've already seen before, 3 Nightmare Pain. You just want to be able to go ahead and get the destruction out there as fast as you can. This also searches Yubel monsters, so that's the opposite of Spirit of Yubel. When Spirit of Yubel searches the spells and traps that have Yubel in the text, or the Nightmare Pain searches the Yubel spells, traps, and monsters. So you want to be able to go ahead and get the cards that you need one by one. This is the greatest search in the world, and like I said, this card forces your opponent to attack if able. So you just switch all their monsters in attack mode with any kind of card effect, or they just summon on accident, or you give them a monster, they're forced to attack you right away, and then you can go ahead and acknowledge that they'll be taking damage. Next on our list is 3 Super Polymerization. If Super Polymerization was hit on this list, I don't know what we would do, but hey, it's still at 3. I'm grateful. This is good anti-meta support. Yubel needed this. Super Polymerization is just too good of a card. You can't say no to it. Wipes opponent's boards clean. This kind of deck kind of keeps your hand at least above the minimum of 2. So at least Super Polymerization is not dead. I really enjoy this card. It's just one of those, I'm going to go ahead and try to win the game right now with the fusions that I have, going for attacks, copy, things like that. It's just super good. On our list next is also Opening of the Spirit Gates. This card is just good. I was thinking about running it at 3, but 2 is fine. 2 is exactly fine. You don't want to run too many of this because of the fact that you're not running enough resource to keep this at bay. Now, the off chance of you having the second one in your hand, you have to wait 1 turn each in order to activate multiple, but it's still good. If you have a Nightmare Pain in hand, you can discard it to special summon a Fiend. Now that you have a level 10 on the board, you can get that quick play, or sorry, that continuous spell that you just discarded and add it back to your hand. It's stupid. It's... I don't lose cards for this. It's just, oh my god. It's good. It's good. Next, a strategy that I'm trying in this board is Blink Out. I run Links in this deck. Of course I want to Blink Out. If my opponent were to do something crazy like an infinite permanence, I'm going to Blink Out and I'm going to do it again. It's just how it is. So the effect does not mean that I miss timing because it's no longer on the board after it activated, aka SP Little Knight. SP Little Knight can Blink Out and summon the IP back from the graveyard, and then you can do it again. Simple. You wait till your opponent's next turn, you just do it again. You do the SP on your turn, you do it on your next turn. It's just it's what? It's good. Please Blink Out. I thought this was going to be a higher rarity than common, but it's still okay. I like it. It's enjoyable. Play Blink Out for your Link plays. Of course, the one-off cards in this set: 1 Terraforming, 1 Called by the Grave, and then 1 Mature Chronicle. Mature Chronicle gives me the effect that I needed the most. Every Yubel that activates gets a counter on this, and each counter represents a different effect. I can special a Yubel even with 1 counter. That's amazing. That is just stupid. 1 counter special a Yubel from graveyard. Level 10. Wonderful. You can add a banish from, add 1 of your banished cards from your hand. So if anything gets banished that you really need, it comes back after removing 2 counters. After 3, you banish a card from your deck. So if you don't need that card right away, guess what? It's gone with 3 counters. There's also other material that you can think about, Thunder Dragon, that you can run with this and keep a good board running. So I was also thinking about incorporating Thunder Dragon also in this set. Just remember, it's really good. I like it. 4 destroys a card on the field. You can destroy your own or your opponent's. And then 5 searches the super polymerization. Woo! That's enough text to run anybody in the ground if they do not know this card or even read it. I love it. Next, trap cards. 3 Imperm. Ain't nothing wrong with that. 3 Imperm. Just shut down the board. Turn it off. Whatever they do, turn it off. If they do Tenpai without the field spell, turn it off. Just no. Just absolutely not. Just turn it off. Turn it off! That's all I gotta say. Just yell it. You'd be like, hey, I'm gonna activate Tenpai effect. Turn it off. I'm like, just yell that in tournament sometime. Good stress relief. Next, Eternal Favorite. 2. Eternal Favorite. Wonderful. This is a card that I definitely enjoy the most because of the fact that you can get a Yubel for free. Again, from hand or graveyard. You special summon it. Now, the second part of this text is really important because if you already have a Yubel on board and they don't get rid of it, you can use the super polymerization build to throw away a card in your hand and immediately fuse. So it is a good stopper card. I enjoy this card a lot. It does what you need it to do to get done and be able to get a free monster, either one of the effects. Now they can be activated simultaneously, which I understand would be too good if it was. But remember, your turn, activate it. Their turn, activate the other one. Simple. Things like that. And last but not least, card that I kind of wanted to run from the beginning, but it also is pretty fun to do. 2 Scrub Raid. If you don't have anything on the board, and if you have too many cards on the board that actually don't do nothing or even connect with anything, Scrub Raid is your answer. Enter battle phase, get rid of the card, end the battle phase, like immediately. So before they even start the attack, you just activate Scrub Raid and then throw away a card because they entered the battle phase and it just shuts it off completely. I think this card is wonderful. Battle Fader is also another good one against Tenpai if they don't have the field spell, because during battle you just throw away the Battle Fader during the direct attack and it ends the battle phase completely. Remember, it's also a Fiend as well, 0/0. You can even search Battle Fader with Nightmare Throne. This is just an amazing format for this deck. A bunch of Fiends 0/0. Get out of here. It's it is way too good. Please think about it. It's really fun. Now, going into the extra deck, I also had to fight tooth and nail for this, because also at the same point in this video, I kind of wanted to go ahead and at least shout out to all my friends who went to Showtime Games out here. We were able to go ahead and get everything right away. So without that further ado, the card of the year. Yes, that is right. Varudras, the final bringer of the end times. This level 10 is just needed for Yubel right away. Sorry, level 10. Rank 10 is needed for this build because of the negation. You need to negate any monster effect. If it enters battle, you destroy a card on the field. If it leaves the field with material, you destroy a card on the field. Why? This card is the shit. Excuse my French. This is the man. I love the MVP of the day. Level or rank 10. I keep saying level because I'm so used to Yubel. This rank 10. Woo! It was so good I even had to pick up 3. But I don't even know if I'm gonna run 3. I just had to pick them up right away. It was good. It's good. But just running it at 1 right now is wonderful. And that's good. Raffless Tarantula is also another good one. This is good for endgame because at the same point you gain 300 attack and defense equal to, or sorry, you gain attack and defense equal to the difference in the life points. So if your life points are higher than your opponent, he's going to gain all this attack and defense. Then you can detach your material to wipe the board claim for any monster that has attack less than this card or equal to. So Tenpai, a full 3,000. That's why you use the Grice Grinder Golem and you go into this, you pop the whole board. Yeah. Pretty cool. And this is good. Really good. So get your hands on this. It's really wonderful. We have the one Typhon, whereas if they already synchro summon and you enter their battle phase, you just go into this. Then they can't attack at all. They have to try to get rid of this. So Tenpai just really they don't get nothing. If you play it right, they don't get love. And you see why it's so budget to play Tenpai, how all the commons are good and then the super is hard to pull. Come on. We also have some Super Dreadnought Gustav Max. That's right, 2,000 directly to your opponent for effect damage. Why not? This card's just a pow-pow, easy 2,000. Cool. I was thinking about running the other one, the Juggernaut, but I don't go into battle like that. But if I do have an opening to whiteboard, like I said, it's kind of like that going second. So with 2 materials, I get 3 attacks at 4K. So just remember that. 3 attacks at 4K. So that's our generic Trident Dragon, which is really good in a sense. But I just have to remember the fact that I have to go second. And I have to survive all their onslaught before even playing this. So maybe. We'll see. I do have it. We'll just see if it's playable. Then we go on to the fusions. We go on to our generic, Mud Dragon, Garuda, Starving Venom. That's simple. Just one-offs. They're going to be good. Darks are going to be played, with branded and stuff like that. Attributes with the same type. Tenpai, good target. And then also same attribute with different types. I don't know yet. There's a lot of decks out there that I can do this. Maybe Voiceless can get beat by this. But remember, Garua is your Tenpai target because they have the same type and attribute, but they all have different names. So that's really good. So that's what I think about it. And then, of course, our 3 of the fusions, of course, Yubel. You have to focus on Yubel. This girl is just too hot. She matches the floor. She matches the mat. Come on. Yubel is the G, okay? You burn for damage on super polymerization. You banish the target they hit. And it's not destroyed by card effects. Come on. Come on. You have to play this girl. If you only play 1, you're losing out. You gotta play at least 2 or 3. This one deck I play 3. It's really good. I like it. And then last but not least, not to waste any more of your time, just getting you guys out there. I run the 1 Cracker, I run the 2 Solar Rage, and I run the IPSP target. Remember the blink out I mentioned before? If by any chance this gets negated and they try to do something, you just blink it out, go into it again, and then wipe again. It's really stupid. Blink out works with this card a lot, and it also works with the IPSP. So if you go into IP and then straighten the SP on your same turn, you blink it out after the banish your target, and then you play the IP, and then you wait next turn to SP. So it's just, that's why I do blink out. Blink out is just one of those cards that if I was running a full link board like this, like Salmon Great, I probably would run it at 3. It's just really good, but I enjoy it. So if you guys like the profile, please, again, remember, comment, like, and subscribe. I almost said rate. We don't do that no more. And please share it with your friends. If you guys enjoy the Yubel, I will be doing a combo video up shortly in the next video. I just wanted to at least get the profile out there. But again, this is JP. I'm signing out. Thanks again for watching. Wait till Friday. New deck profile.